Here we are. As always, I am Dern the Hermit, and we're here in Subnautica. I have been away for a minute. People watching on YouTube probably won't know the difference if I've actually timed things right. But I've been away for a minute, a couple weeks actually, because I had a system drive crash on me. And I've been getting things back in order from there. My Samsung hard drive with my Windows install sitting on it decided to just stop working. Anyway, I got that all RMA'd, all taken care of. But while that was happening, I went and picked up a fairly inexpensive half terabyte M2 drive. And I went and popped an install of Linux on it. And I think I'm probably going to run with that for my primary operating system for a while, at least here on my gaming rig. The typical situation with Linux gaming that I've gathered, at least, is that it's pretty good. It's pretty good these days, and has been for quite a while. And the only real weakness is games that use anti-cheat, multiplayer games particularly that use anti-cheat. Some anti-cheats anyway. And I'm not much of a multiplayer gamer, so that like automatically kind of excludes me from really worrying about it at all. But so anyway, my saves are all backed up. I got all my data off. I'm kind of not entirely fully remembered where I was in terms of stock. I have a lot of glass still, but I remember I did a little bit off screen where I went and gathered uh, a lot more titanium, a lot more lithium, and yeah, I think I did like what's this one thing I don't have built? Oh, the water suit. While I was out picking up titanium, I found a crash site that had the water filtration suit. So off screen, I went and grabbed a whole bunch more lithium, and it was really boring. It was really boring. There was a Reaper nearby at one point. Ooh. So a Reaper Leviathan came by and said hi while I was getting a whole bunch of lithium on the surface. And not all of these are full, but a lot of them are full. Lithium, got a little bit more titanium, but still mostly upstairs. Still got some lead floating around. Yeah, lithium started overflowing into here. This is just a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, so I've okay. So if I remember correctly, I should be good, really good right now on lithium and titanium, and I need to. Okay, I need to finish. Yes, I need to get my undersea base's hull strength back up nice and high to finish building all the windows and all the towers themselves. So I think I'm going to grab a whole bunch of lithium. Oof. Because I swapped over to Linux, my cursor is tiny, tiny. I'm sure there's a way to fix that. I have been very, very happy to find that in Linux, there's pretty much nothing I've wanted to do that wasn't easily solved by just pulling up a search and typing like Linux, how do I blah. And in the first, second, or third result, I'm finding a post or something like do this, do this, do this, do this, and then bammo, you're good to go. But I've also only just started. I've only just started to like tweak around with it, see what I can do. I don't want to gush too much, is what I'm saying. All right, strap up. That's actually probably way too much lithium. Let's see. Yeah, 3 to 1. It's a 3 to 1. 3 to 1 ratio of lithium to titanium. So I mostly want titanium. So I'll put a bunch of this back. What else did I need? Okay, no, I did go and build the plasteel ingots that I needed. Okay. So that's all set. I just dump these in here. All right. Let's load up on titanium. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My titanium started spilling around the corner here. Okay. I'm going to bring my prawn suit over to the other side because that's a good little spot to just hop into and top off my oxygen as I'm going. Because this is just going to be a lot of base building. In fact, oh, I'm all loaded up. I was. Maybe I could just do this. Yay, I can. I'm just going to double up on the grapple arms. Wee. All right, here we are. Now my base strength should be real puny right now. So what I think somewhere on one of these towers or somewhere along, I think I got a couple blink patches to toss a reinforcement on. What I can do is this. Oof. Okay. That was a dumb idea. But at least I could just, at least I know I can. Hmm. The lighting is different on it. Oh, well, whatever. It's a 10-year-old game. I should be able to just pop down another multi-purpose room right about here. Yeah. Is that too much? Okay, it's not too much. Okay. Nice. Okay. And let's just keep doing this until that whole strength is. Yeah. Yeah. Sky's the limit, guys. I'm not going to stop and try to figure out, oh, I need 1,292 whole strength exactly. 0.34. Repeating, of course. Keeping an eye on my programs, making sure nothing's going wonky because I swapped operating systems, making sure there's no incompatibility. I don't think there should be, though. Oh, let's go load back up. All right. Should have brought even more titanium than that. Oh well, I'll have an abundance of lithium. Do do do. Now, titanium is something I'm pretty sure I did see plenty of down in the lava zone, and that's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. I think, but again, it's been 2 weeks, and my memory is not exactly the crispest apple in the drawer. Did I really just say that? Anyway, I kind of like the motif of these little towers of small multi-purpose rooms, kind of acting as a sort of, I don't know, mini cityscape. I guess, along the inside. If I wanted to be, I guess if I really wanted to, I could like actually connect them all up into the network. All right, let's get more titanium. Just titanium this time. So I forgot to also account for the fact that each multi-purpose room is an additional 6 titanium. Let's load that guy on up and just start hoovering up our titaniums. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, all these are full too. I think most of them. Yeah. All right, let's get back to it. Now, there are mods that make this a lot easier, cut down a lot of the tedium. Easy craft and stuff like that, or whatever it's called. It's got a basic setup where it just detects what sort of resources you have in nearby containers and pulls straight from those instead. Nice and quick. Super nice stuff. Of course, I don't blame anyone for wanting to play with quality of life mods. That's what they're there for. All right. Yeah, my thing's falling off. Mouse pad's slipping off my desk there. There we go. These I'm probably also going to eventually like make slightly different sizes, different heights for each one. But for now, I'm basically just putting them at a point where they're not really going to impact much view. Maybe for the buildings with the lower parts on them there. I actually don't think I need that much more uh, hole strength right now, because most of the towers are built, and think I think I had originally started the project with the mistaken belief that throwing in the alien containments. Oops, what do I need? More titanium. Throwing in the alien containments also reduced your whole integrity, and I don't think that's the case. At least not in these big rooms. Could have sworn the alien containment brought down whole integrity, though. Hey, if you remember, let me know in the comments. For games that I love, like Subnautica, I specifically put a good chunk of time in between replays. So there is something that is fuzzy, something that I don't remember perfectly. There is like at least a hint of that rediscovery thing going on with it. That oh yeah this, oh yeah that kind of aspect to it. Says I can't replay it for the first time again. And like this playthrough in particular, like I remember way back at the very beginning, one of my first thoughts was, wow, it's like I'm getting through the early game super quick. Like I think I had like a sea moth going at about 2 hours in, and it's like I've never done that before. Even in playthroughs where I did want to just like hurry up and get to the good stuff, but it's just like, oh wow, just so focused on getting to the point where I could just build. There are a lot of stuff that my very first playthrough was probably 10 or 12 hours in. It's like just zooming on by. Oops, wrong one. Let's load up on titanium and then grab some lithium as well. Top off my water. Replant. Consume. Couple lantern fruits just to max it out. There we go. Oh, it's like I almost have a system. I'll grab half of those, and then the rest will just be... Is there any titanium down here? I don't think I put any titanium down there. I think all my titanium's upstairs. Any in these lockers? No. There's some here. Oh, no, I want to leave that. That is my scanner room stuff. Durr. So when I go down to the lava zone to get more titanium, I will be wanting to use that. Why is my prawn suit not at 100% health? Who went and did that to my prawn suit? Maybe that's when the Reaper visited. Oh, missed him. Okay, where were we? Second verse, same as the first. Oops. Up to over 200 again. It's probably going to be north of like 500 by the time I'm like back to it. I'll worry about that later. All right. So throwing down one more of those little tower things gives me an extra 200 or so integrity. Each one is minus 2.3, so 4 of them is 8.9.2. Why am I even bothering with juggling the numbers? I'm kind of just going to wing it. Just call me Wingy. Because once I get everything actually built, I go through and maybe do a few more little sprucing ups here and there. The next stage of the operation is going to be cruising all around the surface, hoovering up alien eggs. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that one because that gets me out of the tunnels and, back up in different biomes again. And I'll probably be bringing my Cyclops back up to the surface, but I'll be doing it, I think, mostly with my sea moth. Just get back in my sea moth again. Oh, there we go. What am I at? In one of my forays to the surface, I picked up some eggs already. I think I've got ampial eggs. I think I've already got 2 ampial eggs. And I tested putting them in one of these containments, and they just fell right through the floor. And that's annoying to me. I don't know if, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. I may have to do a thing where I build a different alien containment, hatch in somewhere else, and just move them over one by one. If so, fine. Fine. Got a hatchery, and then I have permanent site somewhere else. No problem. Let's go pick up a few more lithiums. slime. Fill up old Prawny here. Stompy. I named him Stompy. That's right. Good old Stompy. Empty, empty, not empty. Back out we go. Ah! Threw myself right into the tree. Almost at 300. Almost at 300, boys. Almost at 300. Duh, not quite. All right, this will do it. There it is. 300. I knew we can do it. It was inevitable. Like that guy from that documentary, Mr. Thanos. Nope, no dropped frames. Nothing seems to be hinky. Now that I'm running a Linux system. Ooh. It's actually kind of really cool. At least in my opinion. I don't want to tell you what to think. All right, only got enough left for 6 more support pieces. Yeah, that'll do it for the supports. So let's go start another stack of small multi-purpose rooms. It doesn't want to be there. Okay, it's interfering with the okay, those thingies. I can build it there, right in the tree? I don't want to build it in the tree. I don't like how that clips. I don't like it. I don't like how it clips. I'll build it above the tree. Yeah, that is far more reasonable. Yeah, that'll be one of the ones that's at an awkward height compared to the others. No! No, I made the roots go away. That's not what I intended to do. Oh, damn it. I made the roots go away. That's not what I intended to do. Sorry, roots. Well, I might as well build it at the lower level then. I'm going to make those go away? Well, let's find out. In for a penny, in for a pound. As no one ever said to me. Oh well. Yes, that's the thing this game. Trick used by speedrunners and what have you to make parts of the make items in the map disappear. You could build a base next to them. Oh well. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to leave the stuff around as decoration. Oh well. It's fairly minor in the grand scheme of things. Oh, missed. There we go. Getting thirsty again. Nice. Few more lithium. Did I do all these? Not yet. Load up old Stompy. If I wanted to be really efficient, I'd pay better attention to the ratio of titanium to lithium. But I can't bring myself to be that efficient. I can't do it. Can't do it, guys. Some of you can, and I respect you for it. I respect you a lot. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I do a good bit of planning. I don't do a lot of planning. Not for something like this. A bit of winging it and fixing it up as I go. It's kind of how I enjoy it. Here we go. We're over 400. This base is going to be the strongest base in the world. Except for, you know, the alien stuff that's indestructible. Shut up. Okay. Because what I'd like to do when I have all the alien containment stuff built in is to go around and replace a lot of the hallways with glass. Because glass looks cool. Oh, let's go load up again. All right. Top off the oxygen. All right. There we go. I need more lithium. Running low on lithium. All right. Go. No, I had more titanium around here somewhere. I was not over. I was not over yet. And yes, I'm aware my build tool is running low on power, but that's an ion battery, so that's more than enough power for what I'm going to be doing. Yep, I know I left one. All right. Second, I'll be right back. That's nothing. Thought I heard a noise. I was mistaken. Better to be safe than sorry. Back to it. Strengthen up this hole. Sea basin around. Audiences everywhere stood up and cheered when the guy exclaimed, "It's sea basin time," and then sea based all over. True story. Oxygen. Bink. Where did I leave off? There it is. Is that it? I gotta start bringing more lithium on these little forays. All done, all done. Wait a second. Yeah, I got a few in here. There's the plasteel ingots I'm going to use to finish the few towers on the other side. That's probably enough. 6, 12, 18, 24, 24 lithiums. That's probably too much. Empty, 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 empty. Cool. We're really starting to use up the titanium as well. I think these are all that's left of the titanium. Okay, over there, but gets into glass. All right. Back off to the work site, boss. Man, forget about it. Got pretty close. I think this actually might do it. This actually might do it. Let's pull out some titanium. I might go around the base and pop a few more hull reinforcements at a few select spots. That's it, huh? Okay, because some spots, like right here, it's kind of like a crappy place to have a viewport, right? See? I've already done a few here. I've already done one here. Pop a few down on the insides where there just isn't a view. On the other hand, I did say I want to replace some of these with windowed. What to do, what to do. Replacing these curved ones with windowed pieces will be fine. What to do, what to do. These pieces with windowed pieces would be fine. I wonder about the insides of those. Let's see what I did on this side. I'll just kind of mimic what I did over there. So I guess anywhere that there's a long stretch of several straightaway pieces, maybe then I could put window there. Yep, I put reinforcements around here. Put reinforcements on this guy. But I have stuff inside there. I don't know if I've... Yeah, see, like this piece I used for think about it. Hmm. Hmm. Did I armor up these two? I did, didn't I? Hmm. do a different walkway of glass around the whole thing, around the perimeter, or up at a higher level above everything. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I think instead I'm going to go not die of lack of oxygen. And then I think I'm going to go finish building these towers and then slapping windows on everything and see where that leads me with hull reinforcement. I only have 3 over here. Should build a 4th one over there. In fact, why don't I? I guess I can have that connecting with the hmm. I kind of wanted to not have any of the foundations connect with any of the towers to make them easy to remove. But I guess it doesn't matter that much. Go build it over here. Why not? Yeah, why not? Why not? Sec. Before I do that, I'm going to drop a save. I don't want to delete any more roots, but if I can go one lower right there, I will. Nice. Nice. It works. It works. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Kind of breaks up the symmetry. It doesn't have to be totally symmetrical, you know. Let's top off that oxygen and go put the rest of these resources down as whole reinforcement. That's it. All right. Let us go get more stuff. You know what? I let it get low enough. You did good, battery. Time to take a rest. There. gonna want more lithium than that, though, I think. Grab a few more of those bad boys. Should probably be enough. Back to it. Once more into the breach or something or other. Living on the edge, indeed. North of 700 again. Just keep laying down the reinforcement. That's it. I think that's it. We had a couple titaniums left. Let's see how we did. Now I need one more. I'll do it. I'll go get one more. I'll go get one more titanium. One more stinking titanium. Yeah, it's all right. If I cared that much, I could always count better. One. Actually, I also have two more lithiums. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There, I did it. I counted better. Actually, don't know if there's even enough room for that many more reinforcement spots. Oh well. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Yeah, probably not. No, not even close. Well, I was halfway there. All right. Put one right up here. Look at that. See how that worked out? See how that worked out? It's kind of eerie. All right. Go plop that down. All right, listen. I'm going to go take a break. I'm going to take a quick break. Sit down, let my brain think about the next step. So all you guys on YouTube, you're going to have to wait till the next time you see me. Okay, let's go sit down. I'll be right back.